Hi, this is Rick for EDU Mobile, and I want to talk about how to add frameworks to your application when you're developing it. Now, in the general settings of the application itself, the project settings, and under the General tab, at the bottom of this scrollable section here, we have a section called Linked Frameworks and Libraries. And this placement is new in Xcode 5. Previously, we would have to go to the build settings, or actually the build rules, and link them in here. But now we can link them directly in the General tab, which makes it a little bit more convenient. There are other settings in here that we'll discuss as the course goes on. But right now we're talking about linked frameworks and libraries. We can see that already we have Core Graphics, UIKit, and Foundation frameworks already linked into our app. This is standard. These three are really necessary to get going with any app in iOS. And so they're linked in by default. These frameworks are shown in the Frameworks group over here in the Navigator. We also have XC Test Framework linked in. This is our Xcode testing framework. So to add a new framework, we go down to this section and we just click the plus button. And now we get this dialog. And let's say that we wanted to add core motion. We wanted to be able to detect acceleration and so forth. Well, we could scroll down this long list of frameworks and dynamic libraries, but we can just type in, and this functions as a search button or a search bar. And let's just start typing in core motion. And we click on this and then click add. And now core motion is added here, and it's also added under the frameworks group here in our Navigator. Now, it's not enough just to link in the framework. We have to include its header file anywhere that we want to be able to access, in this case, core motion. So if we open this up and then open up the headers folder, we'll see that this has a coremotion.h file. This is the master header file. And for all of these, each one, let's say the foundation framework, see here we have foundation.h, and so forth. So now where do we link this? We link this into any class that we want to use the headers of that framework. So here in View Controller, in this case, we would just import, and let me type that, import. And then we want to import this with the angle brackets rather than the single quotes. Classes that we create, we will link in with the single quotes. Classes that are already in the frameworks, we link in with the angle brackets. So we import, and then we import the framework name followed by a /, and then the header file. So in the case of UIKit, we can see the import above that, UIKit / UIKit.h. Here we're going to link in core motion and then core motion.h. And we'll just go ahead and double click that and close our import statement with the closing angle bracket. So this is how we would link in a framework into our application. And now this View Controller class is ready to go and use the objects, the classes, objects, and methods that belong to the Core Motion framework. Thank you very much.